me, John, how long have you been playing?
About 10 years. It's about 16, 15, so been about 10 years. Stole my brother's acoustic guitar because he got it for Christmas and never played it. So I took it and started playing.
That was 10 years ago?
About 10 years ago, yeah.
Have you returned the guitar back to him, or is he without a
He's got
guitar
it
now?
Yeah, I ended up getting me one about a year later, so I gave it back to him.
So is that the reason why you decided on the guitar versus, I don't know, maybe a piano or another instrument?
Well, my mom actually teaches piano and plays at a church and everything. And I tried piano when I was young, but had too much energy. Couldn't sit on the piano bench long enough, and then so I don't know. I always liked it. I always sang, so I wanted something to kind of accompany my voice, and then I started playing the guitar.
In your lyrics, you mentioned in your song "Burdens," you mentioned that the weight of the world is on your shoulders. What did you mean by that?
Well, I mean, you know, don't nobody want to go through life and fail. Everybody wants to have their name out there and know who they are. You know, sometimes it feels like in different kind of situations where it feels like everything's just beating you down and never letting you back up, and then all of a sudden there's that one shot, that one opportunity that makes you rise again, picks you back up to the occasion. And burdens, you know, I think burdens are a beautiful thing, but it's also definitely a horrible thing because it can drive you crazy. But if you just realize, you know, that everybody else has burdens and everybody else going through different kind of pains that you never could imagine, it just kind of puts it at ease, you know.
And you also mentioned your lyrics that, you know, I get down on my knees and is this, I guess,
like praying, you know. It's
praying
just,
and kind of letting those things go and letting the worries be not belonging to you anymore, to give them up.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's good to get things off your chest, and especially, you know, I definitely believe in God and everything, and so when I feel like I sit down and pray to Him on my knees, it's just, I humble myself before Him, you know, and then I kind of feel like He takes a hold of me, you know, we'll put your sins at the bottom of the ocean, you know, and I mean, that's what I feel about those burdens. Whenever I just talk about it on my knees, it feels like it just kind of lifts.
Yeah, and so I hear that you're also a guitar teacher. What are you telling your kids other than how to do your chords? Like, what are you trying to pass on to them?
Well, you know, I get kind of like what styles of music they're into, because I mean, music's definitely an escape for especially a lot of younger generations, you know, because a lot of times you get to a point where you feel like your parents can't talk to you, or your friends, you just won't let them in because of certain things you don't want them to know about you. I try to teach them, you know, especially the ones that sing, I try to just get them to express how they feel through their guitar. I mean, you can play a million different songs in the key of G, but just that one person that's singing a different way can make it sound a million different ways, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's all about expression. I just teach them the basics, and I let it go from there. I always give them little assignments, like I'll teach them a song, and I'll teach them a scale, and then I go into like, all right, I want you to play this song when you come back, but using this scale, I want you to make up your own part and put into it. So they can kind of feel of creating something their own instead of just starting from nothing.